This is the last video in a series of 3 all about JeopardyLabs.com. In this video, you're going to see how you can actually play a Jeopardy game using JeopardyLabs.com with your students. So there's 2 options, creating your own Jeopardy game or finding a Jeopardy game to play. No matter which route you take, the way it works when you actually play it is pretty much the same. I do want to note that you can play this either remotely with students through a Google Meet or a Zoom, or you can play with them in person, or if you're live streaming and you have a combination of both going on, you can absolutely play this with both sets of your students. So for the sake of this video, again, because it's pretty similar how to play whether you've created your own game or if you just found one, I'm just going to come over here to find a Jeopardy game. Again, just for the sake of this video, let's search World War One and find a game that looks good to play. So let's just say I think this one looks good to play. I'm going to come over here and hit play. Just as a reminder, keep this URL somewhere safe, whether you email it to yourself or put it in like your notes for the unit, something like that, or bookmark it so you can easily go back to it, and you don't always have to search for the one that you're looking for from year to year. You can set the number of teams that you want. It can be as many as you need. You can go to custom, or if you're not playing with teams, you can set it to no teams. So for this example, let's say I have 4 teams. I can hit continue, and it will bring up the board for me. I'll see my kind of scoreboard down here. At any point in the game, I can add or take away points with the plus or minus button. I can even rename teams if I wanted to. So if I let the students name their own team, let's just say this was the blue team and the green team, we can change that there. To reveal a question, all you have to do is click on it. So I click on this one, the question will pop up. I can reveal the correct response by clicking up here or hitting the space bar, and the correct response will show up. I can hit continue or escape my keyboard to come back to this sort of main screen, and I'll see that one grayed out. And when I go to the next one, same thing, question will pop up, spacebar, or click up here to reveal the correct answer, escape, or up here on the left to kind of come back to the home screen. One thing I really like is even though these showed up as grayed out because I've gone through those questions already, can still go back and look at that question. So let's just say as we're playing, I realize there's some type of misconception out there. Students didn't actually grasp a very important point that I wanted to make. I can go back to this question and show it to students and revisit it if I notice that a lot got it wrong or something like that. So even though it's grayed out, it doesn't mean you can't actually click on it anymore. If you need it to reset or anything, you can click menu. And what's really nice about this too is students can play on their own, again, with no login at all. So you can either take this URL up here, and maybe I'll just hit Control C or right click and hit copy, and I can paste it right into Google Classroom. I can also hit share, and Google Classroom will come up as an option. Clearly there's a lot you can share with. I saw Google Classroom here somewhere. There we go. So you can hit Google Classroom and it will let you kind of assign it in Google Classroom as well if students want to play on their own. Just coming back here, you can hit continue if you don't need to do any of that. It is kind of nice that you have those menu options there. So that's just a quick overview of how you can play a Jeopardy Labs Jeopardy game with students, again, either virtually or in person, or a combination of those things. You can set the number of teams, add, take away points as needed, reveal questions, reveal answers. And again, you can share this URL with students and they'll be able to play with no login. You can come over here to menu, share, and share to Google Classroom as well if you prefer that way. Both ways work just fine. I hope you enjoy playing Jeopardy Labs with your students. And again, thanks so much to Jess Holliker for including Jeopardy Labs in her February 1st PD for our NPS PD Day.